The Medicine Men, though.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I also want to talk about that because see, you got your early down south hustlers, then you got your ghetto D time, but then also you got your Medicine Men time at the same time too.
Yeah, the Medicine Men, man, came about, and I allude to it briefly because it's in the book briefly.
Yeah.
But the Medicine Men came about. That idea came about. This is not in the book. What I'm about to tell you. We it was at a time when we were nearing the end of our tenure at No Limit. We didn't know that we was nearing that end, but it was around that time, and we used to come up with different slangs and sayings. I was the king of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was good for that. Like people know me for you give a fuck, you put it on them, you put it in them, all that type of stuff. I was a little, I had a little jokester stuff going on. But when it was a point in time when we knew that our music was necessary for the spirit and for the soul, and it was like an Aleve or something or Tylenol or something like that. It was medicine. Mm-hmm. So we used to be around there saying, man, when I hear KL do a beat, that's that medicine. You know what I'm saying? That's that medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Just like it.
You know what I'm saying? But that would be me saying that.
Oh.
Me saying that's that medicine. I hear one of his beats. That's when he did that down for my nigga. That's that medicine. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying. It caught on.
Yeah.
It caught on like wildfire amongst the members of Beats by the Pound. Mm-hmm. So when we that was pretty much a compliment to each other when we hear a beat and we would critique the beats and we were just cranking out bangers, we would consider it medicine.
Yeah.
And when we left No Limit, we because there was some stuff that was going on to where they had some new Pete had some new guys that he brought in. Mm-hmm. And he started putting them under Beats by the Pound. They were like, no, can't do that.
Yeah.
That's us. That's us five.
Yeah.
Me, KL, Odell, Craig B, and Los. You know what I'm saying? So other people started coming under our umbrella without our consent. And, we didn't agree with that.
Yeah.
And then after we left, he continued to use the name Beats by the Pound. And we got that straightened out later on. And so we like, you know what? We're just gonna, Beats by the Pound is a name, but we are who we are. So we just changed it to the Medicine Men from that language that we were speaking, and that's how we became the Medicine Men.
Being the Medicine Men, though, being able to work with whoever the hell y'all wanted to at that time, I mean, what was that like, creating and collabing with new artists and just out here doing your own damn thing now?
The ultimate, well, we were already free. We made the choice to be loyal to No Limit because we were never under contract.
Okay.
We made the choice to be loyal because we were loyal, by default, and that's the way we operate down there. Family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're loyal to family. But when things didn't work out with No Limit, because, we didn't have time to work with nobody else when we were at No Limit.
Yeah.
So we had the time, which gave us the freedom to work with who we wanted to, and we had our own artist, which was Six Shot at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just, we were able to just stretch out and express ourselves because, No Limit was, should I say, it was a box. You know what I'm saying? So we had to fit that, that image and, that energy of No Limit.
Yeah.
In which, it limited us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Within the context of No Limit. So as Medicine Men, we were able to just do other things that we were capable of, and that was pretty gratifying.
Exactly. I mean, having that success outside, though, I mean, with that being great, I mean, was it the same? Was it the same? Not being with the family, not being with them same 20 folks that you've been producing for the last 5 years.
Well, absolutely not. Man, we had missed working with those guys, man. Even working with P, man, I mean, 'cause that's family. You know, we had built something We had built the brand. We had built the sound. We're part of the cornerstone for the Southern hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We helped construct that house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and of course, the camaraderie that we gained through all the artists and stuff. Of course, man, we miss those guys. We didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was like a decision that we had to make for ourselves. But we also had the freedom to do what we want to do. And even after No Limit, we continued to work with the Fiends. We continued to work with the Serve. We continued to work with Mia and the Twins. Matter of fact, we did an album with Cain and Abel Post. You know, me and KL did some music with them when they left No Limit. You know what I'm saying? So, but then here come the Ludacris's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
KL did that Move Bitch Get Out the Way.
Yeah.
I did 2 joints on that Chicken and Beer. You know what I'm saying? The Who Let These Hoes in My Room and Screwed Up and stuff.
Come on now.
So, we was able to flex and stretch out some more. You know what I'm saying? But it was different because, a lot of stuff was handled in-house. You know what I'm saying? With No Limit. But then there's a whole nother thing when we had to become bosses.
Yeah.
We had to be the decision makers and handle the business, so it was different.
Okay, becoming a boss, what was that like? Was it all it was cracked up to be, or just another headache?
Well, I'm going to say this. Everybody's not meant to be a boss. We're talking, just not. You know what I'm saying? More people just better off being, creators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we tried it. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can say, we gave a good try, but it was just a different animal because everybody just don't know or just not as efficient in the business area. So you had to go to people or hire people, and that's a whole nother thing, the trust factor.
Yeah.
Trusting people with your livelihood, that's a whole nother thing. So far as management, so far as who's really the CEO, who's the executive producer, that's a whole nother ball game outside of just being locked up in that studio doing beats. So it just was, I'm just going to say this, when you're dealing with partners, it's a difference between a partnership and a sole proprietorship.
Yeah.
Big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got different inputs. You got, sometimes people don't see eye to eye. You got to be just ready for that. So that's what that is.